Hello and welcome back to Slumber Party Podcast number 9.
9 is for rhyme. So
9 is for rhyme.
Ask and you shall receive, and I'm here, baby.
There we go. Tell me,
We're back.
what rhymes with flower?
Power. Girl
Hour.
power.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Tower.
There's your
Shower.
your rhymes for the day.
There we go, guys. Wow, we really know how to just spit bars over
Wow,
here.
we're so good.
Bars.
We're so good.
Aren't you guys happy that Sammy's here? Like, can we get a round of
I'm
applause?
back. And happy to be back.
I'm so happy that
I
you're
know.
here. I know that they're all probably
They
very
all
happy.
love you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you guys.
I don't
And
care
love all
why.
you guys.
I just don't get it. I'm just kidding. Of course,
Wow,
we love you
Dani.
so
Like, it's
much.
too
We love
early
you.
for this.
It is too early for this.
No, but we're so happy you're here. And guys, honestly, we're gonna have Sammy come on a bunch more of these because we love having her here. And I feel like it's fun, like, you know.
It's
I get
it's
sick of
fun
just
having.
you.
Yeah, same. It's fun having more people, right?
I can't just have Laura. I'm like, all right, so should we get the camera guy in here?
Like, I know
to
you
start
love me, but like, relax.
Okay.
Sometimes, 3's better than 2.
It is.
It is. I like 3.
A little
Threesomes.
threesome.
I like threesomes. I like 3. I do. 3 is a good number.
Yeah,
It is a good number.
It's a great number. All right. So I want to know, starting off with you, Sammy, what the hell did you do on Sunday?
Yeah, dude, your Snapchat.
You know
and
what?
Instagram stories.
Let me disclose. I invited you to.
I know.
We should have
I
gone, but
invited
like,
you to.
she didn't get back home till like 8
Yeah.
p.m.
No, it's okay.
I know.
And
I wanted
was like
to.
dead. I was like exhausted. I was in the car all day, and I got home, and I was like,
I was driving home
I
at
It was
9
Thanksgiving
still.
weekend, so it was tough.
it
Thanksgiving
was so
weekend.
hard. But yeah,
I discovered one of my true talents is party planning.
Dude, I know.
that
me
looked
too.
insane. Like you had fire
I had
spinners,
fire dancers.
mermaids. I was like, what?
So one of my
can't-
best friends, he was turning 23, and he's like, I want to have a party, and does very well for himself, and has a good circle like of friends and whatever. And I'm like, he's like, I want to like throw a party, and he's so clueless because guys are just clueless.
Yeah,
right.
And he's like, like and he's thinking like, oh, I could get by with a bottle of Tito's and like pizza. And I'm like, no, this is what we're doing. We're gonna like plan the whole weekend.
Okay, can you
like-
plan my birthday?
I know, right?
No, honestly, this shit gets me off. Like, I love planning stuff. So anytime
Wow.
you need me to like plan your parties or
I
events,
know.
like,
Too bad I'm
here,
like
do that.
never in town for my birthday because I'm always like,
I know,
it's
you're
in the
always
summer.
traveling.
It's in the summer.
Yeah,
but,
She's like in Paris and
I
like,
know. Anytime though, I
Bali.
decide I want to have a party though.
Oh my God,
I know
done.
who to call.
Dude, you can plan Laura's bachelorette party when she marries Steven.
Ha, ha,
done. Yay! Surprise, guys.
Surprise! I
That'll
don't know
be
if you heard.
perfect.
Steven and I are trying to get married.
In Vegas.
Let me just quote the worst 5 minutes of your life.
Right. Right. It
No,
was the
but-
date that was the worst thing. I've never slept
That's why
with
they're
him.
skipping dating and they're just moving straight to marriage.
Yes, because who
That's
needs
just
to
gonna happen.
date?
Yeah.
So, did you hear about it?
Mm-mm.
So, they asked me
is
yesterday.
as of yesterday.
This
is
happened
like-
yesterday. They're like, "How much to marry Steven?" And I said 10K. So now we're starting to GoFundMe to raise 20K. I get 10K. Steven gets 10K. He's putting it on black. And if we meet the goal, then we're actually legally getting married in Vegas next week.
I'm
That's so
like,
beautiful.
I'll fucking marry anyone for like 1,000.
Romance.
Yesterday-
Romance. I love it.
I know,
Oh my
right?
gosh.
Yesterday, Danny was like, "I'd marry someone for $50."
What do they say?
Easy.
The first marriage you
So
should marry
broke.
for money, and the second you should marry
Marry
for love.
Yeah.
This is true. I feel like that is maybe true.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never heard that, but I will live by that
But you know
for
what?
the rest of my life because I'm technically
Yeah.
getting married.
For this bachelorette party or wedding, I will have the mermaids, the fire dancers.
Okay, wait,
the
yeah.
aerialists,
Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
all of that
Yeah.
on lock. I got
Okay,
it all.
How was the party? Tell us all about it.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it was so fun.
It looked
So
I
fun. We
wanted
had a
to go.
stacked bar, the candy, like we had a chef.
candy.
Like it was incredible.
I saw the candy and I was like,
So good.
this is why I'm sad I'm not there. Is purely for the candy.
So we
Like,
could have
that's my
ate
favorite
and
food.
got fat.
I had a bounce house.
Dude, what the
we
fuck,
did
Sammy? What,
snow cones that had like.
how old was he
algae in them.
turning?
23.
23. You would have thought he was turning like 21.
Right?
Or like my
Right.
super
Or like
sweet
50,
16.
like some sort of sweet
16.
My sweet 16.
I love that show.
Those fire dancers and the mermaids. I'm like,
The
what?
fire dancers were so sick.
Yeah,
She
that
was like
was
eating
sick.
the fire, and I was intrigued.
That's so
I was like,
cool.
wow.
Okay, wait. So first off, how did you think of all of these things? I have so many questions.
I know.
So I don't know. I'm like always the person that thinks about like the little details, and my mind works so fast. So I was like sitting there and I was like, okay, but we need the fire dancers, and the fire dancer says she has mermaids, and then we need a chef, and then we need to feed the mermaids. And it was just like,
we need to feed the mermaids.
We need to I was like, do we need to put like fish in the pool? Like, what do we need? So I was like, okay. So it was just like spiraling. And I was like, what would I want that's like so over the top that like people are not going to expect? And like, everybody was just the whole time they're like, this is so good, this is so fun. I'm like, oh, stop. Like,
yeah,
dude, I'm like so mad I didn't go.
you should have gone.
I know, we
there
should
would
have
be more
gone,
parties,
but we wouldn't have been there till like 10 p.m. or something.
That's the thing, yeah.
They
Just,
shut
and I
the-
was like,
that
dead.
yeah, they shut that shit down at like 3 a.m. though.
whose birthday is this? Who is this guy?
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
like one of my good friends, Anthony.
Okay.
Yes, he has. Okay, gotta shout him out. So he has an online casino. It's called Roulette. That's like what. So it's like that whole squad, and then some of the people that stream on Roulette. So sorry, I got a name drop. Like Steve will do it, and like those guys, and they
That's
were all there,
fun.
and it was crazy.
So Nelk.
Now
One of the Nelks.
One of the Nelks.
I think a few more were there, but I was just too obliterated to even notice.
Oh, I love
Sorry.
Nelk.
Great
Sorry, Mom.
guys. We don't
Yeah,
know
no,
them
it was
personally,
crazy.
but great guys.
I've never seen somebody hold 2 or 3 Coronas in their hands and like tip them back at the
Wait,
same time.
I was gonna say,
That
I
was an
personally think
experience.
he's gonna have like a heart attack by the time he's like 35.
Big time.
probably all of them.
Do you
Yeah.
think though, like, so he does that even though when he's not on camera? I've never like seen him and
He just does it for everybody for fun.
Yeah, they just all like rage. And they went to
I'm scared.
Yeah, they went to the nightclub I work at on Saturday night, and that was like a shit show. But it was fun. It was like a good shit show.
Right,
Because they
right.
were all just like,
But like, I feel like there's a difference between raging, drinking like 3 Coronas at once, and then like heartburn, because I don't know how
I
the
could
stomach
not.
acid in that.
Yeah.
How on earth does one do that?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Is that
I
like a
don't know.
casual, like, oh, sitting with like family dinner and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna like chug 3 Coronas at once? Like, that just doesn't make sense.
guys, the most I drank. Have you guys ever seen the shambongs? Like, you put the champagne in it and then
Yeah,
you put
yeah,
it
yeah,
to back.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The craziest thing I did this weekend was I did one that was too full and I like stir it so the carbonation goes away. But I did it so fast that it shot out my nose, and I did it right in front of Steve will do it, and he just like looked at me and he was just like staring. I doubt he remembers it because everybody was
He's
so
like,
drunk.
you
But he
fucking
was like,
pussy.
But he's
was
like standing there and
catch
he's
up,
like,
bitch.
he's just like, I just put 2 Coronas like down like my throat and did this, and I was like, I just had champagne shoot out my nose. So
Dude, once I puked out of my nose when I'm so hungover. I literally threw up and it was like
One
out of
time
my
I ate
nose.
spaghetti
Yeah, so-
and I blew my nose and a piece of meatball came out of my nose.
Dude, how big do you not chew your food before you swallow it?
I don't know. I was like in elementary school and I remember it to this day. I like blew my nose and a piece of like meat
Oh
came
my
out.
God.
I
I'm
blew
like,
my
what
nose.
do
do those
you didn't eat
nostrils
it.
do though?
but literally a piece of meat came out of my nose.
Tell me you did not eat that.
What the? No, I did not fucking eat it.
I could see Laura being like,
No, ew, no. I was like shook. I was like, I blew my nose
Sick.
so hard that a piece of spaghetti literally came
that's
out of my
repulsive. That is repulsive.
I mean, we're kids, you know, that's pretty fucking,
feel
you know,
like-
what a story though. It's so funny.
I know. I
no,
feel
that
like,
is funny.
I feel like something like that would happen to you nowadays.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, it probably would
you're
happen
at lunch
like
today and you're
today.
like eating Chipotle, a piece of chicken comes out.
And you're like, oh,
started that
shit.
story, and I thought you were talking about something that happened to you like last week.
No,
So-
no. This happened when I was like
Just girly things.
7.
That's so funny. Okay, well, let's talk about like nightlife and that kind of thing. Cause you were saying, so you work at a bar.
Yes,
And like
yeah.
a really fun one, right?
So much fun. I love it. It's great for now. You know, I love it. Like I have the time of my life.
actually went there.
Yes, you
where
did.
you work maybe like a month ago. And
Wait,
it's,
what is it? Is it hi-fi?
Hi-fi.
I don't know
love
if, I didn't
hi-fi
know
because
if
they
we
have
wanted
it in by U of A too.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
yeah,
a
there's one in
hi-fi.
Tucson.
So I went I think the day before Halloween. And it just is not the same.
It's not the same because
You
of,
have
like,
to
this
sit
Rona,
down. Yeah, because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
So like I went out and I was just like, the nightlife in Old Town used to be so fun. Like so fun. And then
but like
now when
yeah.
I went back, it was just like you had to sit down. They would yell at you if you stood up at your table. Like you couldn't do anything.
It's
and like
tough.
there's nobody walking around and you just sit there and it's like, oh, it's like not the same. There's no presentation.
Yeah.
Like it's
hard.
sad.
I will say though, out of all the bars, and I probably sound biased, but I feel like Hi-Fi definitely is like the most fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Laura said, it used to be crazy. Like you could
Yeah.
not move through the crowds. They would shut down the streets, and you could like run back and forth between the bars. People would say it was like more fun than Vegas almost.
It's like
because-
oh my God, hello. When I yeah, you know.
Are you
Okay,
okay?
let's
You need to take a fucking breather.
Let's fucking cut that out.
We're not.
Yeah,
Continue.
we're gonna cut that
Continue.
out. I forgot what I was going to say.
Anyways, what I was saying is
We were comparing Old Town to Vegas.
Right. Oh, I tell people that it's like a mini Vegas. That's what I meant to say, and I could not get it out.
that's that one line that you have to say.
Yeah.
And you just couldn't say it.
Yeah, and I literally could not say it. I've been up for a very long time.
Not really. Anyways, guys. Gets here at 9:30. She's like, I've been up all night.
No, I literally got the shittiest sleep ever. Dude, I cannot talk today. I'm sorry. I'm just going to shut up. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you want to leave and Sammy and I will just talk?
Yeah, I would love to. I need a nap.
Just sleep right here. We're already in bed.
Yeah.
Right?
Slumber party, right?
What if I just like was asleep?
There's always that one girl that falls asleep first. You know, we can doodle on our face. That's
Can we
so
not
mean.
talk about that?
Yeah, we
too
will.
soon, actually.
not
Oh
too
my god, I
soon.
saw the stories,
Dude, I got way too doodled
I got a
on.
little FOMO, but like that was
No,
funny as heck.
don't worry. You didn't have.
She
you don't need
cried
FOMO.
and you had like a wiener drawn on your
You
face or
guys,
something.
when we were in Alabama for our trip, it's Dawson influences. He gives us 10 shots. And I'm like, that probably doesn't work in my body that well. So I would say about 10 shots later, I woke up in the morning to dicks drawn on my face, full on. And keep in mind, like we had to film the next day. So I'm looking, I literally look at my phone and I was like,
Sharpie.
oh my gosh, like, is that actually, yeah, thank God it wasn't Sharpie.
Yeah, we couldn't find one.
but it's like we would have done it.
I would have laughed because Dawson would have been like, well, fuck, like, that's my fault. So whatever. And I'd literally film a video with that on my face.
We were literally looking for a Sharpie. Like we were going to draw on everybody with a Sharpie, but we could not find one for the life of us. So we got a dry erase marker.
Where?
I don't remember.
You guys are so mean. They literally did
That's
that
what
to
you got.
everyone.
That's what everybody gets for blacking out and leaving us at the bar.
It's not my fault that I blacked out. Everyone forces it upon me. You know, it just happens.
peer pressure.
I know.
But it looked like such a fun trip. I had
was.
FOMO.
It
I'm not gonna lie, I had a little
Dude,
FOMO.
I know. You need to come on one of those crazy trips with us.
Dawson, if you're listening,
It's crazy.
Invite
They're honestly, they're
they
fun.
look like
they're
fun. They look like a lot of
They're
fun.
exhausting. They are exhausting, but they're fun.
Yeah.
They're fun for the memes.
Yeah. Good memes.
Good memes for
You
sure.
know, because we have it all on a vlog.
Yeah.
So
all
we get
out
to
there
watch
for
all
the
of our
whole world.
mistakes. Yeah. We get everyone to watch our mistakes and then it's really cute.
Yeah. I don't really make that many mistakes, just letting you guys know.
Oh, you're just so perfect, huh?
I really am. It's my world. Everybody just living in it.
There's so much beef today.
There's always beef.
There's always beef.
every day.
It is
there's
a lot of
beef.
tension. No, it's out of love though.
It is
We,
out
like,
of love.
I think
No, we all love each other.
I just
here.
get roasted so much, so I need to start like
you do roast me.
punching you back with the roasts.
Imagine you just knocked me on camera.
You're just,
Round
bleeding.
one.
Would you be pissed or would
Ding,
you be
ding, ding.
happy?
Yeah, I'd be kind of happy.
Okay.
But what we were saying a long time ago about nightlife, I don't
Yeah.
even know what tangent we just went on. But yeah, I was gonna say like I'm so bummed because I've never even gotten to experience actual nightlife in Old Town.
Really?
Because I just moved here during COVID and it's kind of like, I mean, I went out once to, what is it? El Jefe? Maybe?
El Jefe?
Yeah. I went out there, but obviously it was just not this, you know,
It's
not how it is.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what it's like. I've been to Boondocks, got kicked out there twice, and then that's kind of it.
I feel like
I
you
love
get kicked
Boondocks.
out of like
Shut up.
everywhere.
We should make like a chart that shows every place
What
that you're
the
kicked out of, every place you're not allowed back in.
Dude, I've gotten kicked out of a decent amount, but I swear it's not because
It's not her fault.
No, it's her fault. For
No,
fucking
but
sure
I
it's
don't
her
even know
fault.
why. Like a lot of times it's just because I think once I got kicked out of a casino and that was ridiculous. They were watching me on the cameras and said I was like wobbling a little bit, but
You
I wasn't. I was
were.
pulling it together. I was.
Oh, that's what you thought because you were probably drunk.
Wow.
I'm not even gonna make a comment on that one.
Obliviated.
Obliterated.
I try to fucking say that. I really did.
No
Guys,
comment.
I'm just gonna shut up and listen. This is your guys' podcast. I'm just living in it.
All right, thanks.
Wow.
So, have you guys ever gotten kicked out of a bar?
Once.
Once.
Only once.
Damn, I
She's
feel
so,
like a
like,
bad
I did it for-
person.
It was on Mill, and it was from Whiskey to Jefe, and I was using the back door to go from bar to bar, and you were not allowed to do that. And I kept doing it to like go to pee in Jefe because the whiskey line was like way too long. So then security saw me do it, kicked me out, and then I just walked in through the front door again, and I was back in.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, mine
Mine was
I was
not
at
bad.
Rodeo Ranch, which is also on Mill. And it was like a
hate that
Wednesday.
place.
I hate that place. so
Fucking
much.
hate that place.
I don't like it there. But yeah, I've never been so blacked out in my life. Like I've had moments where like I peak and I don't remember something, and then I like come down really fast. I'm like, oh, like I sober up fast. But this was like, I went to the bathroom, I guess threw up, was somehow on the ground. The security guards carried me out and put me in an alley, like by myself, which is so fucked up. They left me in an alley by myself. And my friend, she like is the coolest. She like didn't care at all. She was like, all right, let's get her home. And thankfully I lived at like an apartment like right around the corner. So she somehow like got me back to the apartment, and then a random guy that like said he knew me, I guess, carried me up to my apartment with her. And I'm like, that's terrifying. And then I woke up the next morning and I was like,
what happened?
holy shit. I was like, and I've never had a moment like that before in my life. But that was was it.
I've never been carried out of a bar.
Oh, I got
me
carried out.
So yeah, that definitely counts as like a few times getting kicked out. If you're getting carried out
But at least it wasn't through like the front door. They just like, but they left me in an alley. So I think that's like,
that's scary.
that's sketchy.
you take off a point for that, you know, because that's fucked up.
Totally. No, that's fucked.
Add a point
Honestly,
for being carried out. Take a
if
point
it happens
off for,
once,
like,
you're fine.
being
If
left
this
in an
happens
alley.
every weekend, we have something
we
to
have an
talk.
issue. You
Yeah.
do not want to be the drunk, sloppy girl at a bar.
Yes, and speaking of drunk ass bitches, we need
Dabs.
to talk about this shit because this weekend, holy fuck.
Dude, there's nothing worse than like an annoying drunk bitch, like basic
Oh
bitch.
my
You know, like when
God.
I'm drunk, like I can be annoying.
Everybody's
whatever, but,
annoying
like,
when they're
But I'm
drunk.
also
Oh,
like
100%.
crazy. I'm not like, oh my god, like, you know.
And working in the bars, I've seen every single type of drunk bitch there is.
So can we just like zoom in on that face you just made with
Do
that
it again.
annoying noise? Yeah, we all hate bitches that get drunk and
Not like that.
sound like that.
So like working in the bars, I meet a lot of athletes, celebrities, whatever. My least favorite drunk bitch is the girl that comes up to the table and is like, are you an athlete?
Oh my god.
And I'm like, shh.
those things are the worst.
Up. Or they'll be like, you're famous. And everybody's like,
I
so
know
cringe.
you.
And, like, all the guys are like-
you're that guy who did that thing.
or they'll be so sloppy and they're like, can we get a picture? And I'm like,
Ugh, I hate that.
I'm sure you see that shit all the time too, because you're like every weekend. If
Yeah.
you're working.
every weekend, yeah, there's those girls. There's the bottle rats, which just like hop around from table to table. Any guy that has bottles, they'll just like,
I have done that. I'm not going to lie.
okay, but there's
I've
a
been there.
difference. There's a
Yeah,
difference.
we've all done
like,
that to get free
no, I've
drinks.
done that.
I have been at many random tables to get free drinks.
But these are the girls that I see every weekend, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't do that
And
every
like when you're
weekend.
at the tables, it's good to be like, you can be there but be chill. Don't be like really annoying, like
Oh, yeah.
like, you know, like
Yeah.
super loud
Like-
with your friends, and then like putting on makeup at the table, and you're like,
Oh,
all the
those
guys
girls.
are just like, all right, why are they here?
Who are you?
My
Yeah.
favorite are the girls that fight. I love chick
Yeah.
fights.
Yeah, I love watching that.
I have never seen a chick fight at a
I've
bar.
seen so many. They're
Seriously?
so
Yeah.
fun.
I've never seen one.
They're amazing.
Damn.
I feel like I haven't really even seen like an actual fight at a bar.
I've seen so many. I've been in the crossfire of certain fights and have gotten like hit.
I almost
I actually
fought
have a
someone,
story.
but-
It's kind of so it's actually really, really crazy. Like back when I lived in Barcelona for 3 months, at a point in my life, I went out to a bar, and it's actually a really, really scary story. It's like almost like a sex traffic story. Like it's like sketchy. And so I went out one night. It was the very beginning, like right when I moved there. So I didn't really know, I wasn't familiar with the clubs and that kind of thing. And my friends and I went out, and there was this one girl that she was a local there. I could tell, like, because she was speaking Spanish and whatnot. And she was by herself. It was super weird, but she was like a really cute young girl, like someone that I could just fully see myself being friends with, that kind of thing. And she went up to my friend, because my friend was with this guy. She was just talking to this guy, and they were like, I think they were kissing or something. And she goes up to them, and she's like yelling at them. And she's like, I promise you, like, you shouldn't be kissing him. Like, he's going to rape you, like saying all this stuff. And my friend's like, what? No, like, I know him. Like, it's fine. Like, what? Why are you saying that to me? And she was really like annoying my friend, like to the point where my friend was like, all right, just get the fuck away from me. Kind of like yelling at her, like, get away. So I see this, and I'm like, all right, like, what's going on? Like, this girl's yelling at my like best friend. Like, what's happening? So I come in the way, and I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? And then the girl's like, I promise, like, he's going to rape her. Like, you need to come with me, like being crazy. And I'm telling the girl, I'm like, dude, just like get away. Like, I promise I'm her best friend. Like, I'll watch them. It's fine. And she wouldn't stop. So this girl like tries to literally like fight me. And I'm like, why is this going on right now? Like, I told her, I was like, listen, like, if I put my hands on you, you will go to the hospital. So I don't want to do this to you. Like, I was like, I'm not trying to fight you. Like, please don't. I will hurt you. She was so much smaller than me. I was like, I will really hurt you. And then she stopped and we were done or whatever. And then she felt bad and she was apologizing to me. And she was like, well, let me buy you a shot. And I'm like, first off, me being drunk, I'm stupid. That's a red flag. Oh, this girl just tried to fight me. And now she's going to buy me a shot. This is so weird. But I go with her to buy a shot. And then, or she like knows everyone at the club weirdly too. Like she was talking to the bartender, was like, how do you know everyone here? Like, and then I was thinking, oh, well, she's a local. Like she probably just like comes here a lot.
Yeah.
So then I like took a shot with her. And then afterwards, she went up to another girl that I knew and a different guy. And she was saying the same thing. Like, he's going to rape you. Like, come with me. And I'm like, why are you keep doing this, dude? Like, why do you keep telling people this? And then me being an idiot, at this point, I was really drunk. And I was like, all right, it's time to go home. The club was closing. And the girl that was with me, she's like, well, why don't you come with me? I can drop you guys off. Like, just come in my taxi. I'll drop you guys off. So I was like, all right, sure. Like, I'm fine with that. Or maybe she was like, you can come back to mine. Like, I thought I don't know. Whatever it was, is she was offering me like a ride, like in the taxi, and told me that I could have my friends come. So I brought my friends and we went in the taxi. And she was like, now looking back at it, she was like kind of looking at like the bouncers as we were going out. And like, she said something to a bouncer, but I didn't know what. And then we walk out into the taxi. We're driving home. And as we're driving, my friend's like, wait, why are we going with her? Like, let's go back to our apartment. She's like trying to tell the taxi driver. And the girl's like, no. Like, they're going to come home with me. And we were like, okay, wait, this is weird. Like, what? We're like, no, can you just drop us off? Like saying our address in Spanish. Like, can you just drop us off there? And then she starts going, no. Like, you're coming with me, and starts speaking to him in Spanish. And we're like, what the fuck? What are they saying? What's going on? Like, what is she saying to him? Yeah. And she's like, no, they're coming with me. And we're like, no, like, we're actually want to go. And why would she be like that? Like, if it's a girlfriend, like, why are you not letting us go back to our apartment? Right. Then then my friend starts realizing like, yo, this is sketchy. And he wouldn't pull over. And so she like opens the door, like while the car's moving, so that he'll pull over. And we get out and the girl starts freaking out, going, no, you need to come with me. Like, you're going to get raped if you don't. Like, I promise I'll keep you safe. Like, come with me. Like, she was basically luring us in for like to bring us somewhere sketchy and she'd probably get in trouble if we didn't go with her.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
My stomach just turned.
Yeah. Foreign countries are so scary.
And it was in the very beginning when I got there, and the next morning I was like, that is so scary. Thank God I didn't go with her.
Yeah.
Yikes. Honestly though, even here, like as thankful as we are to be in the country that we are, you know, like you need to be so mindful. Like as a woman sucks, but like you need to be like,
especially when you're drunk, you like don't think of any of that, which sucks.
Yeah. And it also, I mean, especially like us girls going to tables with guys to get the alcohol or whatnot. And you know, you meet so many strangers in clubs and that kind of thing. It's so crazy. You just don't even realize, like, you think something like that wouldn't happen to you. And I would have never thought that a girl was trying to lure me in for sex trafficking. You know what I mean? I saw like, what's that movie? The sex traffic one that it's like, oh my gosh.
What movie?
Taken.
Oh, Taken. Yeah.
I saw Taken, and right before I went there, right? So I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know about this like whole vibe. Like, this is terrifying. Like, I didn't, you know, and then I was freaking out the whole time. I was like, okay, I need to look out for like guys that might give weird red flags, that kind of thing. I'm like, I just played myself. Like, a girl, it's genius for them. Like, their scheme is so smart that they have a girl that's like tries to be like, hey, like, no, that guy's like sketchy, come with me. You know, easy trap.
Exactly. Yeah, speaking of that, now I literally just had like a memory, like a flashback to when I was like in Paris in like 2017, 2018. I went for like 2 weeks, and it was me, two of my guy friends, and then one of my girlfriends. And me and my girlfriend were at this like club and whatnot, and like she was like super drunk or not like super drunk, but like still like able to like manage herself, you know? And I was like,
lady.
It was just like me and her. And I was just like, look, like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I want to go meet up with our other friends, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no, like, I don't want to go. And I was like, well, I'm not going to fucking stay here. I'm bored. Like, I don't want to be here. So I left and I walked probably like 2 miles by myself at night in Paris, like could not get a taxi or anything. Like the streets are so small and everything. And I was just like using my phone for directions to like meet up with my friends.
Yeah.
So I went to go meet up with them. That night I was like texting her, no replies. Like I had random girls like messaging me like, hey, is this your friend? Like, she's so drunk. Like, she's at my place. Like, how does she get back to you? Like, blah, blah. And I was just like, dude, like, how do you fucking manage to get that fucked up by yourself? And like, like, I mean, it wasn't even on me. Like, we weren't that close, like good friends and stuff. And I was like, bro, like, you can come with me and like, we can leave and blah, blah. And she's like, no, I'm staying. Like, fine. If you want to stay, fucking stay.
Like, we're old enough to make our own choices.
That's what I was going to say.
And I'm like, this, like, there's nothing here. Like, why do you want to stay? And she was just like, whatever. And then like, I guess ended up being so drunk, passed out on some girls like in her apartment or something. Some girl was like nice enough to take her home. So she was just like, she was like outside like by herself. And like,
you never know what guys
she was so drunk, didn't know what to do, didn't know where to go because she was like stupid. And like, some girl literally like took her back with her and then was messaging me like, hey, is this your friend? Like, can you come get her? Can you call her an Uber? Can you just fucking like get her out of my apartment? Like, she's not leaving.
That's so sketchy.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then after that, I never talked to her again.
I know who you're talking about. You showed me.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. That is.
She also met a guy in Paris, like with the same friend. One of my guy friends had like a bunch of friends from London come in. And she met one of like his friends and they had instantly started dating and within like knowing each other of 6 months or something got married. And then she like moved to London.
That's insane.
Yeah, she's a wild one for sure.
Wow.
Crazy girl.
Gosh.
Wow.
Craziness. Have you ever had any like crazy scary story? I mean, other than that one time you were explaining that seems like really sketchy.
Was it the Uber thing?
Oh no!
I told you guys about?
No, the one where you got kicked out.
Yeah, when they carried it in the alley.
Oh, I didn't tell you guys about the Uber thing? That was definitely the scariest for me.
What?
So it was my 21st birthday, and my friends were like wanting to after party, all this stuff, and I was like, oh, like I kind of like realized I was like, oh, like I think I hit my limit. Like I'm tired. Like I want to go home. So I was fine. Didn't get sick up until like, you know, I was good when I got in the back of the Uber, and we're driving on the freeway and I was like, please pull over. Like I'm about to get sick. Like it hit me like instantly and I get car sick anyway. So I was like, no, like we gotta pull over. So he refuses to pull over and I'm like begging him. I'm like crying at this point. I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like I'm literally about to throw up. And he keeps refusing, like whatever. So I like throw up in my hands. So gross. And he turns around with a plastic bag and like whacks it into my face. Like hits me in the face, pulls over on the side of the freeway. And you know, like, it's like chaparral. Like there's one like exit on our freeway, like the 101 going north where there's no exit ramp. It's just like freeway for a hot second. Like there's no like exit ramp. Do you know what I'm talking about? No. Anyway, we were on that part of the freeway and he pulls over into the HOV lane, grabs me or opens the door and was like, get out. I was like, I do not feel comfortable getting out. Like I was like, I know what's about to happen. You're gonna leave me. Like, please, like, don't like do this. So he grabs me by the neck and the hair and the arm, drags me out of the car, like physically drags me out, throws me onto the ground, shuts the door, leaves. My 21st birthday, I am on the side of the freeway by myself.
That's so scary.
Oh wait, my phone's dead. I don't have a credit card or a debit card because my friends had it in their wallet, so I wouldn't lose it. Don't have my ID either because that's with my friends.
And
so
your
basically,
phone's dead.
My phone's
I would
dead.
be in shambles.
I would cry. I wouldn't know what to do.
I would go to a gas station and like.
But I couldn't because there was no. I would have been walking for an hour.
What did you do?
I literally ran to the opposite side because the HOV lane obviously cars can drive in it. So I ran to the opposite side. And I'm crying, like, just trying to, like, rationalize in my brain. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? Like,
dude,
you know,
fuck.
A woman pulls over, lets me charge my phone. And she was like, don't worry. you don't have to sit in my car. I know you're like, this is like really scary for you because I told her what happened.
You probably instantly sobered up. Like if you were
Yeah.
like,
Instantly.
yeah.
I remember everything and it was so scary. And my friends were like texting me, realizing like I wasn't texting back. And I told them what happened and they were on their way home conveniently going the same way. And they're like, we're going to pull over in our Lyft and find you. Like, we're going to find you.
Oh my God.
So my drunk, because everybody's like, why didn't you make a police report? It's like I couldn't even think at that point. So
Yeah.
go home. My mom is like frantically calling me the next morning. She's like, the Lyft just said it dropped you off. She's like, I literally thought you were dead in a ditch. You'd gotten kidnapped.
Dude, oh my God.
But even like all that aside, apart like from the Lyft driver, I'm like, I could have been sex trafficked. I could have gotten hit by a car. I could have been kidnapped, killed, like all
like
the
a bad guy
things.
could have stopped you and just been like, get in my car. And you're
Yeah.
like, no. And like, you
Oh,
know?
and what am I gonna do at that point?
Yeah.
Like,
You're
I'm
so
5'2", small.
You're so small.
I'm short. Yeah, I'm like 5'2". I don't have a lot of
Tiny.
like, so
Everyone's going to be like, wait, I didn't know Sammy was 5'2". Like,
guys, the illusion is shattered. No, a lot of people actually are like, they mean like, wow, we didn't expect you to be so short. And I'm like,
Thanks.
cool, like,
Like,
but no, a lot
great.
of people are like, damn, you give off like 5'6" energy, 5'7" energy. I'm like, I know.
which is still not
But look at it, like
too
these
tall,
legs. I'm
5'6".
like, jeez.
I'm 5'7", you're 5'8".
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Anything's tall when you're 5'2".
Dude, I'm like
This is
so
true.
tall in comparison to like, I would say majority of girls. Well, my roommate, she's 5'10" because she's a
Okay, wait.
volleyball player.
Hold up your hands.
Yeah, you
Oh,
have tiny.
These are bad hands. No, my hands are, this isn't fair.
Wait, how big? Let me see your hands.
I have chode fingers.
Oh my
We've
God, I
talked
have
about
bigger
this.
hands than, or they're like this.
I don't
No,
know.
Wait,
they're-
your
my-
thumb is
my-
so little.
No, it's like my
Yeah, your
fingers are
hands
just
are fucking
fat as
tiny.
fuck. Like that's what it is.
Yeah, but like our hands.
Wait, your hands. They're literally like baby paws.
And look at
I
my
know.
feet.
Her
They're
feet
like-
are tiny.
I'm like
They're
a
like
4.5,
puppy paws.
5. In case anybody wants to send me shoes.
Dude, you have some
Little
unique.
feet.
Those are like you're a
unique
woman, and those are
features.
like feet. These look like
Dude,
These
children.
are like
baby
children's feet.
Yeah, you're very
Stop.
small.
My feet with the socks are so bad right
This
now.
is what everybody
I know, my
really
socks
wanted
are,
to
like,
see.
Not on right.
Wow.
What size shoe do you wear?
8.5.
An 8.
Sometimes 9. Depends.
I'm
Like
a
a
7.5,
4.5,
8. That's crazy. You're so small.
4.5, 5, baby.
That's cute though. I like
Yeah.
that. That is
At
cute.
least you can
Fun
like buy kid
size.
shoes.
Dude, and you could buy like
That are
if they-
cheaper.
I
kids-
know. If
like
they make them,
Lululemon,
now it's so
like
hard.
you could probably buy like kids sizes. It's so much cheaper too.
Yeah, that's what
So
I
you
was
would
just
think-
saying.
But like, as far as clothes goes, like,
Lululemon though,
do they have like,
they have a kid side and it's all cheaper.
is it like a Viva or whatever it is?
Yeah, but see, it doesn't say Lulu, so it's
okay.
like
Oh
like
yeah,
a
then that's
shame.
not really worth it.
exactly. Well, I'm so glad that you joined us on
I
this.
know.
This was so fun.
Oh my God, wait, I'm sad. I don't want it to ever end.
I know. Well, we're gonna have you on a lot more.
Okay,
Once
because
we get back next week, or
Where are you guys
we're doing some
going?
traveling.
she has to go home for the weekend.
Yeah, and I just have and then the holidays come up. you
yeah,
know,
and then
that kind of-
holidays. I'll be gone for a bit. for
Happy
the
holidays, everybody.
Yeah, happy holidays.
Happy Hanukkah, you Jewish bitch.
Thank you, and Sammy.
yeah, you're
you got
fucking-
2 Jews in the
Oh
back.
my God,
you-
so many.
You're like full
Christmas,
Jewish
right?
bitch. Like I am.
Who
Same.
are Jews?
Yeah. See, look who the minority is now. And
I'm just
kidding.
gonna leave.
Yeah, get out.
I
but
can't
yeah.
really just be Jewish, so
You can. We'll adopt you into our faith.
it's like you guys can't just be. I mean, you can never be Asian, but I can be Jewish. So
That's true.
it's kind of a flex.
yeah.
That is.
We'll show up to your door with the Torah and we'll be like, ask us about the
Torah.
ask us about the Torah.
I'm so confused. I don't even know what a tour is.
Oh my
Anyways,
God.
guys.
Well,
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to smash that thumbs
Yes.
up button.
and now subscribe, download on Spotify, and
Yeah.
we'll see you guys next
We're
time.
on
Yes.
Spotify now.
We are.
We are.
We're on Spotify now.
Download
Yes.
that shit.
I love
Bye,
that.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.